Hello, everyone. Hello. Hola. Thank you for having me here, first of all, and thanks for coming to listen to me. I'm very pleased to be here with you. I'm Emir Koç, and today I will be talking about bringing family values back to knitting, and as Urth Yarns, how we give back to the earth. Urth Yarns is a family company, and I'm one of the founder members. And the other founder members are my two brothers and my father, who had a really long experience and knowledge in textiles. And the brothers also joined him later. So I would like to tell you a little bit what it means to be like a family company, and how being a family company affects our decisions, how it affects how we run the company, how it affects our products. And today I hope to give you some idea about that. And later, like I said, I want to talk to you about, as Urth Yarns, we are a very dedicated company to help the earth and how we give back to earth. So I want to tell you about that later. So first, I would like to tell you a little bit about a background about us. As I said, my family was always in textile business. And then my brother, after graduating from college in America, he decided to start a new company in America to expand a textile business to Great America. And after my graduation, I immediately wanted to join him because I was always excited about these type of entrepreneurial ideas and always wanted to be in the family business. And it was very exciting for me to have this opportunity to join this company and, try to conquer all American markets. So that's when I decided to join. So it was like from start, it was like a group of us as a family. And like I said, we were in the textile business, but how did we start with the Urth Yarns is a different story. As you know, the textile business can be sometimes very boring and can be very dull, very soul killing, and because it's always about like trying to offer something as cheap as possible and trying to offer the same product as everyone else, always same products. The creativity is, creativity is very limited because you always try to do the same things. But then we realized this new trend of hand-dyed yarns, and it was very attractive to us because it was the opposite of everything that I told you about the textiles. It was unlimited creativity. It was very open to new ideas. It was good because it was a boutique production, so you could always try new things, take risks, do new things, and it was hard for people to copy you. So whatever you do, if you come up with an original plan, it stays your plan and people cannot do the same thing as you, and that's how you get a good product. So when we first started with hand dyeing, we started to hand dye yarns for different companies in America. And so it was like a learning experience for us, doing productions for other companies. But then we decided that we don't want to be limited to what other companies think it's a good product. So we had our own good ideas. And that's why we decided to start our new brand with our original ideas. And we said, we want to create this character and create this soul for the company, and hopefully we make some good products and reach more people around the world, which we have been doing. But this is actually how we started. I think most important thing is to get this soul for the company and pursue your own ideas and come up with your own creativity to bring new products to the customers. And knitting is a very special craft because with knitting, you dedicate a lot of effort, a lot of time, even a lot of money to what you do, and it takes a lot of time. So knowing that even my mother or grandmother or all my older relatives know how to knit and do knit, I know how important it is to, when they finish a project, it must be something that they are happy with. So that's why it's very important for the material to be very good for the knitting, both in good quality and the idea. So also being a family company made it important for us that we made these products really good, that all the people that we love and care about would love to use with them. So they will knit with these products and be happy with them. So that's why we always think as Urth Yarns, it's very important to use good quality material, something, whatever the nature giving us, that can be like a good quality merino or can be good quality cotton, and apply a good idea to it, like a nice colorways. And at the end, we would get something nice, and nice product. And a little bit about how we operate as a family. What's something interesting is all our family members, it's me, my two brothers, and my father, we all care for different fields in the company. So one person is taking care of sales and expansion. I'm taking care of production, or my other brother is taking care of marketing and visual, all the photo shoots, creating advertisement, websites, things like that. So I'm in the production phase. So, but it's very interesting that when we take decisions or when we make meetings, we don't do these meetings in the work hours, but we have these conversations outside of the work when we hang out together, when we enjoy each other, and we just talk about what can we do to improve the quality of the company and quality of the products. And maybe just being out of the work, we have better ideas about those issues and we communicate better. And that's why I think that's a big difference about being a family company, because you are not limited to the office hours. You are not just working with the other people, just working, but workers. But you talk and you have these discussions with your family members. So it's mostly out of the working hours. So I think that's very interesting. And the most important thing about, I think, being a family company is because it's a representation of us, because it's a continuation of us and our character, we try to take pride in the company and what we offer as a product. So whenever we offer a new product or new collection, we see it as like a member of our family, and that's why we want it to be very clean. We want everybody to like it. We don't want anyone to like talk negative things about it or like have something bad to talk about it. We want to keep it very something that we can be proud of. So I think that's very important, and that's a big part of managing a family company, because, like I said, it's really continuation of your family, and always needs to be like a clean part of the business. And because it's providing for a lot of people, both are members of the family and a lot of people that we employ, we also take pride in being able to create this environment where we provide these jobs to a lot of people, and also create these products where we reach a lot of people around the world, a lot of knitters around the world. And I think that's a very important detail. Next, I want to tell you about how we give back to Earth. When you knit with Urth Yarns, there is this second label here that says knit one, plant one. It's attached to every skein of yarn that we have. Maybe you don't know this, but your love for knitting, your love for craft is making a difference for the world. When you knit with Urth Yarns, no matter where you knit, what you knit, when you knit, you are making this difference for the environment and helping it, because we run this program called Knit One, Plant One. It means knit one and plant one. So you knit and plant a tree. How you do is like this. There is a charity called Trees for Future in Africa, and Urth Yarns has pledged to donate one tree for every skein of yarn that we ship to a yarn shop. So when this gets to ship to a yarn shop, and when you buy a skein, you make sure that automatically one tree is planted in Africa. So with this commitment, we have been able to donate over 100,000 trees every year in Africa. And this has started in 2016. And so far in 6 years, I think we made a big difference. But this is because all of us. And I wanted to say thank you for making the difference. You are all awesome about it. And another way we give back to Earth is One of our collections is called Harvest this year. This is a special collection because it's only dyed using organically dyes. So if you can go back in time a few hundred years ago, when people didn't have the factories or the dyeing factories, everything was dyed with whatever nature could give us, like from the trees, from the fruits, from the shells. And those colors were so vivid, and it's also like a dyeing craft and dyeing skill. People, of course, don't do it too much, but we wanted to revive that because we wanted to create this yarn collection that's helping the environment because it's chemical-free and, like I said, it's good for the nature and it's clean for the nature. This collection has 23 colors in them, and they are all, like I said, hand-dyed with organic yarn matters. So we like to think it's like a tribute to the nature because we apply the colors that nature gives us and we bring this back to the product. So Harvest is, like I said, all organic, chemical-free collection, and it's one of our signature collections because as Urth Yarns, you will see that we always try to be very, very unique and create our own ideas and follow our own dreams. And like I said, in Urth Yarns, we always try to find our own ideas. And one of our first collections that we created was this unique collection, which is this one here. I don't know who have tried this yarn before, but if you tried it, I hope you liked it. It looks very nice. And so what we achieved with this collection is, there are a lot of yarns that are hand-dyed. They are very colorful, but we thought that we created something different because the way that the colors change and when the colors come together, creating new colors, and all of this happening in a very harmonious way, we thought it was very special. And this was the first collection that we thought that would be like a successful product, and that's what we first launched with. And in America, it was really a quick hit, and everybody wanted to use this. And another part of it was when we presented this new collection, we wanted to make sure that when we show this, when somebody holds this, they are not only affected by the colors or how they change, but they also affected by the material and how soft it is and how good it feels on you. Because like I said, when you knit, at the end of the project, when you wear it, if you don't feel comfortable with it, it's like really big waste of time and effort. So we wanted to make sure that when you finish a project with this, you will be wearing it with comfort for years. And then, of course, our second collection was the Harvest collection. It's only specialties, of course, it's being organically dyed, but very interesting concept, another original concept of us. Then we introduced this unique sock kit, which was also very popular because, as you may know, sock knitting is a big trend, but the sock yarns are always the same, or until a few years ago, they were always the same. Same pattern, always factory dyed. So we decided to make these very funky looking, very exciting looking socks. And the original idea about this is, if you knit socks, it's almost impossible to divide a sock yarn into two and make two identical socks. Well, we came up with an idea to make sure that when you knit, you get two balls like this. So you get two balls like this, one for the left side, one for the right side. And when you knit with them, you get identical stripes. So I don't know if you were able to do that before, but we decided to make this easier for you. And create this sock kit with this nice packaging and very funky colors. And for the sock yarns, we also decided to increase the quality of the material because this is something that's around your foot all the time. And again, when it's nice, you get to wear it for a long time. I'm even wearing a pair myself today. Here. But, okay. Well, I like to wear it a lot because it's, first of all, very soft. It keeps very warm. And maybe you will not believe me, but you can even wear it in summer because it's good quality material. Well, so unique sock was also like a big success for us. And for us, like I said, it was really important to be unique to ourselves, come up with our own ideas, not copying or doing the same thing over and over again. And as continuation of that, we also decided that it's very important that we work with nice designers. We allow people to be very creative and come up with their own ideas. And of course, our yarns allow some of the designers to come up with these new ideas. So like the color effect is really popping up in here and showing the design much better and making or letting all the knitters make different work and something to be very proud of and very creative. And that's also very important for us. And so that's generally our philosophy of creating new yarns. And the last year we decided to create a new collection called Urth 16. This is something that I would like you to maybe pass along. Because the specialty of the Urth 16 is we decided to make this really high-end yarn. By and thinking about how to make this high-end yarn, we decided to increase the quality of the merino. Of course, cashmere is a very nice yarn. Everybody would like to, of course, wear and use it, but it can be very expensive and commercially difficult to offer to the mass markets. But we use this 16 micron merino, which is close to the cashmere quality. It's not cashmere, but really, really soft. And decided to offer it in 65 hand-dyed colors. So it has a very, very wide color range. And you can make a lot of new combinations from 65 colors and hopefully something that you find really nice. And with this softness, we thought like really something that people will be worth all the effort and be proud of the product. And so generally this is our philosophy, creating new ideas. We always try to use good quality materials. We apply good ideas to them. And then we try to engineer ways to produce those. And because it's not only one-time production, we try to keep the quality of the yarns always same. And same in America, same in Europe, same in Asia, same in Africa, same in South America. Because now we, for the last few years, even though we only started in United States, we are able to reach 5 more continents this year. So we have yarn shops in Asia, we have yarn shops in Australia, Africa, Europe, South America, and we try to reach more and more knitters. And with more knitters, our global power becomes bigger, and we plan to plant much more trees. And again, that's with all your help. And again, thank you for being awesome about it and helping us plant more trees. Well, this sort of brings me to the end of my presentation. But at this point, I would like to ask you if you have any questions that you would like to ask to me. Yes. What's the type of the heel that we did on the socks? Well, this is a very simple sock pattern. Actually, the good thing about this yarn is you just knit any sock pattern that you have, anyone, and then the yarn creates these stripes for you. Good question. The question is, because we are a family company about knitting, do we show any effort to teach knitters how to knit? Well, I can't say yes to that. We don't have any schools or tutorials to teach knitting, but we show great value in knitting. And one thing that we do about it is we have a big workforce, and these are from the local communities around our warehouse and shipping organization. And there are a lot of impoverished women that don't have any employment outside their home. And it's mostly because they're uneducated, or they have, maybe sometimes the husbands don't allow that. So, but they have craft of knitting. So what we do is we try to give them projects as much as possible for us to knit samples. And so this way they can earn money and provide a living for themselves and for their family. So that's at least the way we try to expand knitting. We don't teach new people, but at least we try to make people who knit make a living out of knitting. I don't knit. Yes. I'm going to repeat the question for the recording. Well, the question is, we are an American company, but the yarn's coming from Turkey. So what is the story behind Turkey? So actually, the company is originated from Turkey. And Turkey is a very big producer of yarns and textiles. So most of the hand knitting yarns are produced in Turkey. But we started this company in America because we were always involved in textiles and we were living in America. But we started 2 dyeing houses, hand dyeing houses in Turkey because of the expertise and talent that some dyers had in Turkey. And all the yarns, the raw yarns are produced in Turkey. That's why logistically it was best for us to start this organization in Turkey. No, the wool is sourced from South America. The textiles have big travels. They start from South America, go to Italy, go to Turkey, then hand dyed in Turkey, and then spread out to all over the world. Very big travel. The yarns both spun in Italy and in Turkey, but the raw material is always sourced from South America, then to Italy, then to Turkey. It's a big trip. So the question is about our organization, I guess. So we have offices in America and the production offices in Turkey. And then there are some distribution offices in Europe. So globally set up. Yes, there is a large group of employees in Turkey. We have the production and the warehousing there. But in America, we have the marketing offices. So everything is shipped from Turkey all around the world. Yes, how we deal with it is, I guess, first of all, being a family company it pushes you to do things that you would normally consider difficult, but because it's a family company, you try to do them. So we organized it in a way that we have the marketing and the sales offices in America, the production in Turkey, and then I was living in America before, but I moved back to Turkey to oversee the production a few years ago. My other brother is still in America, so we travel a lot, go back and forth, and that's how we continue at this moment. Well, the question is, am I the next generation learning the job? I am, I think for this company, I'm the first generation, but of course my family has long ties in textiles. Grandfathers and always been involved in textiles. But this is something that we started. So it's a very fresh idea and started with my generation and my brothers. The question is, how many employees do we have now? Well, in America, we have about 15 people overseeing the marketing and sales. And in Turkey, we have, I will say, 35 people dealing with warehousing, dyeing, office workers, then shipping. So altogether, 35 people. The question is, did we see any different results during the COVID? Well, at the beginning, it was very scary because we thought everything was uncertain and we didn't know what to expect. But then we found out that because staying at home, everybody showed more interest in the crafts. So it was actually not as bad as we thought, and it was kind of sort of better than what we expected, to be honest. I guess staying at home pushed everyone to do hobbies and spend time with what they like. So it was not as bad as we thought. Well, thank you very much for having me today, and thanks for listening to me. And I hope I was able to share some history about our yarns and some philosophy of ours with you. And again, thanks for making a difference in the world with helping us plant more trees. Thank you.